Alright guys, welcome back to part 15. We are going to deal with getting the Barhiem Key here. The first thing though, I unlocked the other four Forgotten Grimoires. And we're going to get this one. We're going to get this one. And this one. I don't have enough for this, and I'm not too sure I would spend it even if I did. That one's for elementals, and I'm nowhere near chaining elementals yet, so... The good news is we have beasts and avians, giants and insects, dragons and plants, fiends, amorphs and undead, and constructs. Which I think are like the really big guys. We'll see a few of them coming up. They usually kind of look like towers, so... That's 6 of the 7. The other one, like I said, is for elementals. We don't need that one yet. I think everything else is pretty golden. So let's get this started. Maybe I have to leave and come back. There we go. You know, I'm pretty sure if you went to the Necroll of Nabudis, you can probably just kill off these guys. So that's the first half, which is just getting access to the other bank and the boat. Now, we're far enough in the game right now that I can actually just kind of come this way from the highways there, but normally if you do this right when it's available, you can do it after Wraithwall's tomb there, so you've got quite a ways to go. Oh, perfect. Why not? I kind of thought I had to talk to one of these guys, but apparently not. Can't remember exactly how many there are, but oh, total side note, I actually sat here for like the 3 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever you needed to make the Greedon appear without fighting anything. And I've kicked his ass. And then in another video I'll kind of recap my rare game count so far. It's not very impressive, obviously. 30 of them are from the extra side hunting thing, so oh, I gotta go all the way back there. Thank God for super speed. So unfortunately only 2 of my characters have golden amulets. They definitely made it a lot harder to collect. Well, they made it a lot harder to collect LP, but at the same time they also made accessories pretty useful in the game now, because I normally from here right up until about actually the end of Arcades area probably I'd be rolling 6 deep with golden amulets. Like I wouldn't even consider anything else because the benefit was just too much. But now, and I mean granted now, if you guys have been following along, my use of accessories isn't quite the best. Oh, I think it's this stuff. I'm assuming that's the only one. Okay, well let's get going. Unless there's something over here. Nope. The ×4 is best for areas like this where it's complete, like wide open and, you know, not full of enemies. I wouldn't say this area is full of enemies, but also an area that you can't really get lost very well. I find that if it's in a small area, like I'm sure I haven't been there yet, but I'm sure the silica wood wouldn't be very good. Some of those, like the Wraithwall's Tomb and that, double speed was plenty. But I still like it because it makes little things like this go by so much quicker. It's going to make mark hunting a lot quicker too. Now, I'm going to turn this down to double time just because. So Vaughn's got a gun with Aqua Shot, but apparently that actually doesn't matter. Which is awesome. Ooh, nice, another one. Part of me is actually curious if I should just give up the dream with the gun for now and just give him back his sword, but you never know. It's nice that I can just switch elemental ammo and not have to worry about, you know, switching entire weapons. I think that's all of it, unless you can get some up here too. I don't know how many I need to bring back, so. The hell is that? Oh, that's two separate enemies. I thought for sure that was a rare mark of some kind. I was so excited. Okay, yeah, it looks like there's only 3 here, so... Back around we shall go. Okay, so at this point we're just gonna head back. Maybe I'll go see if we can do that globe quest while I'm waiting. Get that other annoying quest out of the way. I don't actually remember that one off the top of my head, though. Well, I kind of remember that one, and we're going to have to head back to Rabanastre anyways, so... Because I think this is the end of this quest. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for the actually getting the key. Once you wait and come back, which we will later in this video, you get access to it. I don't know if she gives it to you here or if you have to go to the entranceway, which is right here. I don't think I actually entered that during the game, but it's right there if you didn't know. I'm going to head back to Rabanastre, like I said. We've got a couple things to do there, getting back to kind of my playthrough. I always like doing that in its own video just so people can kind of get in, look, get out. It was actually quite a popular video when I did my initial Final Fantasy on the PS2, and I figured it was for that very reason. It also took twice as long because, you know, we didn't have the speed up thing, but... I think it's this guy. Okay, at first that seems slightly inconvenient, but I actually need to kind of run down that way anyways, so... I also need to talk to the Tavern Master because stupid me last video just kind of ran out of here right after I accepted all the hunts and wasn't paying attention. And then proceeded to completely leave Ravenaster. Actually, I think I talked to Sorbet, but that was it. Again, I'm doing some of these hunts a little bit late because I just went basically from Wraithwall's Tomb. I did like a couple hunts and then we went straight to the Still Shrine of Miriam. So I may be somewhat overpowered for what we're about to do, but... which may or may not be in this video. I have to wait 5 minutes, so I feel like that'd be a great start to the next video, is actually just get down there and wait, and then I can start the video when I'm actually about to fight the guys, so... I'm looking for Norton, I think. Here we go. Always making things fun. Oh, that is a dead end. I wonder if they fixed the Lindworm. Remember that used to always be such a bitch to try and actually get to draw out. Oh, one of those things I don't think I've ever mentioned before, and I'll probably mention again just to make sure that it actually gets mentioned properly. I'm pretty sure you don't actually get the Zodiac Spear the same way you did before, so all those chests that I've been avoiding to not screw up the Zodiac Spear. Because from the looks of things, you can get one from the Hunter's Camp. I don't know if you can get... I don't think you can get both. That wouldn't make sense. Okay, where do I want to go now? Just let me take a quick peek. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, that is all good. So what we are going to do is head back to the central plaza there just to talk to that guy and see if he gives us any more information on his half. Or maybe he has his half, I don't know. I usually don't do this until much, much later in the game. And usually I think the enemy's like level 30-ish. Yeah, I think it might actually be a bit of a challenge this time, as opposed to when I just kind of walk in and just slay him in like 3 shots. Oh no, I definitely want to go down. Oopsies. This is the one downside of going times 4 speed, so I'm actually going to slow it down a bit, is when you're trying to navigate and not just kind of go, it can get a little more difficult. That might also just be because I'm also looking at the screen and not really where I'm going, but either or. Okay, I'm actually going to have to look at names now. Yeah, dead end for the Shimmering Horizon. Oh! I see, it's the other dead end. That sucks. Yep, in hindsight, should have just checked names first. I think I always make this mistake when I come here too. If you get a chain of 20 wolf kills or higher, I think at least you can be higher. I assume it doesn't have to be exactly 20, but that was weird. What? Unfortunately, we're kind of running out of dead ends here, so... Unless I missed a cactoid here. It looks like there's 2 holes in that dead end area. I only remember checking 1 cactoid. Ugh, okay, here we go again. No! Ah. I was gonna try and actually go and get that rare game guy, but oh well, because I was already at like 10 chain. Okay, so I checked this cactoid. Is there one around here? No, I guess it's just this rock that I was looking at. Oh. Yeah, there was a cactoid. Okay, so I was in the right place. Cool. So I got a bit of time. And I'm pretty sure I'm overpowered for this next fight, so I'm actually going to go and take that worm out. Assuming we can also get sandy weather. Perfect. I should probably slow this down so I don't accidentally run into him. Or maybe just times 2 it. Damn it, Bosch, you ruined the surprise. I thought I saw him, but... oh, there he is. Nope. I wonder if he still has a spear or if I got rid of that. Yeah, I got rid of that. That's okay. Oh, whoa, these remove slow and stop now. Well, those just became a lot more useful. Oh no, he was absorbing water. Yep. don't know why I think that this will work. Hasn't yet, of course, so... I think he just knocked her out of range. Oh no, she can still move. Is he still blind? Yeah, he's still blind. There we go. No, Vaughn, you really need to stay back for a second. Oh, I walked right into that. So I'm hoping the other one isn't that difficult. I'm hoping the other guy just hasn't actually. Or I could just have to go and talk to that other guy, which would be awesome too, because I gotta go down there anyways. Oh, never mind, they're all right here. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go and drop off or get the Barheim Key first, because I can get to the other side of that from the north bank of the Ester Sand. Or, actually, probably the smarter way to do this is just to go and do this fight now. And... whoa. He's fine, I'll leave him be. Yeah, I was gonna go around, but I might as well just kind of go through everyone. Now, of course, I'm making one somewhat potentially fatal assumption here that I can actually beat this guy. Also, the unfortunate thing, besides the fact that Bosch is not going to be very useful in this fight still, is when you defeat this guy, he kind of is supposed to be responsible for the windstorms, so... oh. Oh shit, I went the wrong way. It's harder to get them to appear afterwards, which normally wouldn't be an issue, except that they... I guess they trigger the Noma Entite, because the elementals only come out when it's elemental. I was wandering around before and I kind of came to this point, but... Okay, yeah, this guy doesn't seem too bad. Well, that wasn't that bad at all. Okay, well that's how you do that side quest. And this way connects the two sands together without having to go through Giza. Nice. And just like that, I'm kind of glad I didn't buy that. And that's a wind elemental dagger, so I can find some situations to put it to my advantage. As much as I love chaining the corrals, as the game goes on, what you can, not so much what you can chain, but what's better for chaining increases. And those guys there aren't bad themselves. The quality hide sells for a decent amount, and the occasional throat wolf's blood or whatever it's called, I think that sells for like a couple thousand. Or maybe just 1,000, I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, 1360 still. Yeah, so the quality pelts, they aren't the most common drop, which is why the other way is a bit quicker, but so you guys just excuse me for 1 second. I'm gonna sell off all this stuff here. Oh, we got tons of this. I might as well get that now, and now I'm done with them. I just need the morbid jar, or morbid urn, sorry. Oh wow, that wasn't enough time. Huh. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to come back and finish that. In the meantime, what else can we do here? You know what? I'm going to go and end off in the Zeritan Caverns. This stuff we'll all tackle next video, including these two guys here, because I will have more than enough time to get through all of it. Plus, I think after I... What am I? Okay, so I'm a headhunter now, so my rank's already gone up. I'm going to get a couple more of these guys in. Not Sorbet, or Lost in the Pudding. That one I'm going to leave because I want one of the other elite ones there. So this guy, the Tavern Master, and then we can do the Jahara, the Barhiem Key, and the Erit village. I'll leave this until we're actually heading up, like, once the storyline stuff continues. So I'll try to finish most of those, and maybe even the one on the Giza Plains. And then from there we should be able to get access to the Trickster. I think it's the Orthros, is the big blobby flan's name, the dark one. And then I'll have a reason to be down there for both of those, so. What was I going to do? I was going to go end off in the caverns. I could run all the way back, but we don't have a whole lot of time, so... I'm going to flip in my secondary team for 2 reasons. The first is I've been using the other guys a little bit. The second and more pressing issue is the slimes that are down there are pretty resistant to anything that isn't, like, elementally strong. But they don't hold up very well against the poles, so... I'm also going to save in case this fight goes wrong, because this guy does get pretty powerful. Now, one time I was out wandering around and I kind of wandered into the caverns. So the little scene that usually happens won't actually pop up right now. I think I also wandered into them from the south, from the Osman Plain there. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. So there's a bunch of different entrances. So our mark is going to appear here after 5 minutes of being in here. Or no, not here. There's another area first. It's going to pop up here. Oh, there's a chest here too. Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to end the video here after doing one small thing. Because these guys have a ton of points. She's getting her last quickening. Sure, why not? From the looks of things, Bellius doesn't really affect a whole lot. Matus does, and I think Matus is going to go to Vaughn here. And I won't go through and update all of these guys with you guys watching, but it opens up Curiga, Reagan, Cleanse, and Uzina. The Curiga I'm not too crazy about because his magic stat won't be terribly high. It'd be a nice kind of alternative if I just need a quick... somebody else is either down or they're doing something else that has priority and I just want to fire off one of those. But the Reagan, well, I don't really use Reagan much anyways. Cleanse and Uzina are the two that I'm thinking are going to be good because he doesn't use a whole lot of MP. Matter of fact, I don't think he's ever used any MP for anything. He has no magic. So giving him these two skills means I can set him to basically cleanse and or heal anything that's happening. And he'll always have MP for it, as opposed to some of my other characters who are also doing HP healing. He can heal all the status stuff, which I think would be huge. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. Anyways, like I said, I'm not gonna do everybody's with you guys, but pretty sure I want these ones. That's a ton that I really don't need yet, so... And where does that get me on your other board? Oh, good. Oh, even better. Boom. I may try to get him to do some poaching from now on. I'm not sold on it, but You know, for a guy who barely has any magic, he actually does get a fair amount of magic lures, so it's kind of neat. Apparently I can pick up 2 more with that, but the actual skills are what I'm looking for a lot more, so. Try and help Bosch accessorize. Okay, so that's the bottom 3. So I'll do the top 3 on my own because the video is getting pretty long, and then I'll wait for the guy, and then we'll start the next video here. We'll head back, we'll finish the Barheim stuff. Actually, I might wander around the caverns a bit more and see A, how strong I really am, and B, if I can make it to... Where would I even want to go? I don't know, I'll have to decide what I'm doing. I'll let you guys know at the start of the next video what the plan is. I'll see you guys.